All right, welcome back to The Devil in Detail, the Grendel Reread podcast. I'm Eli.
And I'm Ben. We're back for our 145th episode. It's the second chapter of the magnificent Grendel tale, The Devil May Care. Wowie wow.
Wowie wow.
I got
Dude, another great episode of this great comic. But before we get into it, Ben, tell us, what have you been up to?
I'm okay. I've been drawing some comics for Rocco Drum's Ghost Agents and scheming about my project, The Pictomancer, my summer class government name topics and genre studies, but really it's about superhero cinema. Has been going great. We're halfway through it. We had Steele Philippek come talk about audio drama, CLP alum. We had a Star Wars scribe, Adam L. Garcia, come in and talk about something else.
Nice.
Matt Wagner came in. Matt, thank you very much for coming in. Matt came in. My students read the Master's edition, Eli, and they enjoyed it. And then this week, Cosmic Lion buddy Michael Turney,
Michael Turney. That would be cool. From the dead, yeah.
A living person came in. Michael Turney came in and talked about New York City independent filmmaking, and then introduced Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which he plays young Danny in. So that was very special for everyone.
Very cool.
I have one more show-stopping guest. A magnificent finale is set up.
Yet to be revealed.
Yet to be revealed. Knock on wood. That is that it for me? I don't know. I've been reading a lot. Let's see. I read. I'm in the middle of Alan Moore's novel, the new one. It's Hark. What is it? I Hear a New World. It's the second book in the Long London Quintet. And then I have to read this It's Superman Tom DeHaven book.
You sent me that audio book.
Yeah, it's free. It's free on Audible. This book's free on Audible right now. It's excellent. I also assigned this for reading for my class, so I have to.
Is it a Superman tale, a tale of Superman, or is it like
it's a pulpy novelized origin of the Fleischer Brothers version of Superman?
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, you'd like this.
Very cool.
I think that's it for me. Tell me what you're doing. How you went to Heroes Con?
It was amazing. One last comment on that Superman book. I should send it to my dad, who just listened to an audio book that I think was AI, but it was about Star Trek. It was about Star Trek meeting Superman, which sounds amazing. Shout out to
sounds like an AI project. Yeah, he would love this book.
Yeah. I sent him what you sent me. All right, so we went to Heroes Con. It was absolutely bonkers. 3 days of super fun, no sleep, sale. There's a fun video I put up on YouTube, just the last video before this on the channel. And we did a panel, like I'm saying, which was really cool. I tried to make it, it was about pitching to a publisher, but I tried to make it also about how when you're pitching to a publisher, you're not just pitching your book and your art, you're pitching yourself, who you are, your personal style and your culture that you put forward in everything that you show on the page. And so I did that with Ro Higashi, who's the head of Cosmic Lion Manga, Kevin Anthony Catalan, and Raymar Brunson, two of the rising stars of Cosmic Lion, both who have done now Godzilla covers for IDW, and Kev has done interiors for a book with Dave Baker about Godzilla. So it just went really well. We debuted a bunch of new books and we hung out, and Tony Wolf came by and Michael Turney, like you were talking about. We got to hang out, and it was just a balls to the wall, nonstop action adventure. Took 2 big meetings from bigger creators about books that I'll probably be picking up for Cosmic Lion. So making moves, kind of like, again, it's this thing I've said numerous times, the roots to the fruits principle of Cosmic Lion, where, you pick up these young people fresh out of school and youth, and then you also work with these seasoned creators who are looking for someone who will give them the freedom to do what they want and create how they want and get their book out that we can do now with our full distribution schedule, which you can find Cosmic Lion books at your local shop. Just ask them for the book. And we're working on how to make that a little bit easier now. But dude, I'm super excited. I noticed I'm not wearing a Grendel t-shirt. So during the intro, I will change out of my new cool Sonic Youth t-shirt that I just
Oh,
got.
cool. That
Yeah.
is cool.
But so yeah, I guess Ben, if we have no more ado to further, we could
Let's Grendel.
let's Grendel.
Yeah. Vivat Grendel. It's like the devil is my best friend. Hunter rose with the pen to the fork end, or till time end. Like Orion, Jupiter, my kin, bloodline private. We control the whole shit. The wolf won't beef, then we feast off the rip. Behold the devil in detail. Behold the devil in detail.
All right, we are back. The Devil in Detail. And we're getting into The Devil May Care issue 2. Oh, they don't have the little subtitles this run. Every other one had like The Devil in.
This is just book 2. My sense is that, this one feels kind of different, where like the whole thing reads kind of like a play. Like it's very theatrical.
It very much is.
It's not to say that the other stories don't like repeat locations and scenarios, but this one really, it feels like it takes place on a stage in a lot of ways. So maybe it's not.
And to me, it feels a lot like a 80s like drama, teleplay drama kind of thing, where some of these tropes, like the caveman who they teach how to have sex or something like that. Like I feel like that was a movie, like they're teaching this like savage creature the ways of high society or something like that, and she's like, no, cup my breast like this, like it's
so. I appreciate that. What I also noticed is that this story could take place, anytime.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right.
It could stand alone completely from Grendel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think that while many of these stories are very cinematic, this one could really become this like gritty 80s. I don't know, like I wish I was like still in film school and I could just like adapt one of these for like a quick film school project.
This is like it's got like the Wraith and Warriors and Streets of Fire vibes.
All that, yeah,
about
exactly.
it,
yeah,
something like that. But like maybe a little less. It's not there's nothing goofy. Like the goofiest part is that they sometimes wear masks.
Yeah, exactly. But you could make that be a part of anything, or
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ben, why don't you catch us up?
Let me do my reading. I always like when these recaps sort of clarify something from the previous issue that was alluded to but not stated explicitly. And so in this issue, there's a little bit more discussion and threading the needle to set up the role that the races play in the community and stuff like how vital the race is to like the it's like a tourism kind of thing. I think that's what they're getting at. All right, cool.
Yeah,
and so
tourism mixed with like federal government, like local government or something.
Right. Yeah. And so this recap starts off just the very first phrase, like sort of like helps sort of establish that. So here we go. So the hottest ticket in town is the Indianapolis 5000, and every Grendel is lining up to get his place in the race. Albert is a troubled teen with an ache to be one of the front runners, yet his mother Dana won't let him go, and it's making things kind of hard. it's crazy. It sounds writing. Like it sounds like an episode of Growing Pains.
Yeah.
She's the head of the local hospital. Yeah, I mean, this is written in such a more domestic, like stripped down style. This is really interesting. She's the head of the local hospital, which means she spends most of her day cleaning up after the Grendels, and she certainly doesn't want to see her son become part of the mess. When the Grendel chief Hack comes barging into her ER, she finds the maybe staying out of it isn't so easy after all. This is a really interesting recap because it recaps the last one and then also sort of previews what's going to happen in this one. It's a very,
Absolutely.
very unique one.
Yeah, definitely. Digging it. All right. So we
Cool.
begin. We got a nice cover here. I really like
Tell you what
the
happened.
kind of
There we
motif.
go.
And yeah.
Look at that painting. Look at that buttery, smooth watercolor gradient on her forehead.
Yeah. All right. Let's turn to the next page and get this bad boy started. So we're back.
This is the design. Is this the design in the omnibus? Is that what what
Yes,
we're
this is
looking
the
at?
omnibus, which again
Maybe
messes
the new
spreads
edition?
up. And also the color is
Oh.
disgusting.
Well,
Yeah, real bad coloring job.
only an obsessive lunatic would be able to tell. So it's a good thing we're here to. All right. So what's cool about this is that it picks up immediately after the last panel of the first issue. Right? There's no.
No break at all.
It's continuous. Yeah. So that's very cool. So these guys want to see their buddy Pogo. This is we got Hack, who's sitting in the Dan Ketch motorcycle.
Yes.
And Loogie, I think, is the
I think it's Loogie, or he comes in later, or no, it is Loogie.
No, that's Loogie, and then it's like Skids is this guy in the yellow.
Okay, yeah, real biker type names.
It's very Mad Max. It's very
yeah,
like 80s post-apocalyptic kind of flicks. And
good.
She stands her ground, doesn't take any shit.
Yeah.
And the Hack can only, what can he do but fall in love with this woman who he respects?
Yeah, and she tries him, or Loogie or whoever in the yellow suit tries him, and she just is like, lets one out, shoots him in the leg. Like, she's not fucking around. And like you said, that makes Hack fall in love. This is an interesting, like, it's a study in what the page turn actually means, because the shot here in the comic,
yeah,
you know, you're
for
like,
sure.
Did she kill him? And in the omnibus, like, I don't appreciate that they did it this way in the omnibus. It's upsetting.
True formal
it's angry.
Consideration.
Right. And a little background for the viewers. I messed up the PDF and it's been a problem. And so you're not getting the best quality flip through that you could possibly get. It's all right. We want to do the episode for you anyway.
A couple of things that I want to play up here. The designs, the sets, the production design remains very sparse.
Yes,
no one has anything hung up on. Yeah, no one has anything hung up on the walls. The costuming is the most elaborate part. Although the scene in the rest, they go to a fancy restaurant and it looks like a real restaurant. You know?
Right. And I feel like all the clubs or the like bars, the dingy bars they go to are really, really well done. I'm not sure if there's stuff on the walls though. You know, wasn't there a motorcycle hanging from the ceiling or something in one of them?
In the bar, there was like a gun, part of a chassis or something like that. Hack respects. He doesn't know he loves her yet, but he respects her so much that he's like, all right, we gotta go.
Look, we're not fucking. We gotta kill this bitch. And he's like, no.
Hack is smart enough to know not to fuck with the hospital, and he's like, just patch up Skids and we'll be on our way, and we'll water under the bridge.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And as they zip away, it's funny. Well, as they zip away too, I'll turn the page here because I'm talking about the next page here. As they're zipping away, look at Hack's little, or look at the little red bike. The guy on the little red bike, like he's like, he must not be a racer or something because he seems like
it's even funnier in the go back. It's even funnier when you can see the way he's straddling the little bike.
Oh yeah, he's like
it's like a little
Kawasaki
clown,
Ninja or something.
Yeah, a little clown tricycle or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're in like Kawasaki versus like a chopper.
A big chopper, exactly.
What a sunset.
Oh, dude!
Wow.
On this next page, yeah, it's absolutely
looks like a photo,
dude. Glorious.
Yeah.
And who's the colorist again? It's just
him.
All art by Peter Doherty. Yeah, he paints it all.
Him. Well, he was a Judge Dredd guy.
Judge Dredd guy. Yeah, I'm interested. You know, I friended him on Facebook. So we're going to see what we can do to try to chat with him after this one again. But we find ourselves in another one of these bars, these dark, gloomy, well-painted bars. And we're up with Albert.
Albert's hanging around in bars and causing trouble and can't stay out
around
of it.
in bars.
Yeah, right. I think the chip on the shoulder is from his unibrow and his bitch face.
Yeah, I think it is. Well
Although
said, Ben.
He's more it's funny because he's much more grotesque in like those like proto panels in the first issue.
Yeah.
In this one, there's a lot more humanizing stuff going on with his design. It's just, it kind of goes to show that sometimes you kind of hit a rhythm with these characters.
Yeah, exactly. So this guy's talking shit to him, but he's kind of like, if you want to be my friend, if you want to kiss me, all you have to do is ask. And then he just smashes him over the thing. And this is not a folding chair. This is a heavy restaurant chair and just destroys him. And this begins this bar fight that they don't even think is, he smashes a bottle and they start rustling, and this lady bartender just hucks them both, jazz on the Fresh Prince style.
I think that's Malka from the first issue.
Malka.
This top tier with the six silent panels with no gutters is really, really nice. Like a very cool study in like composition and leading lines. Like every composition leads you into the next one, especially the fourth into the fifth is really cool.
Yeah, this is really well done. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is definitely like some back and forth sweet action, like a fight scene.
Yeah, and then I think we mentioned this last issue, but like this last one with the heavy like foreground solid blacks really reminds me of like a Paul Galassi type deal / Maraud kind of thing like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hack is just spacing out.
Yeah, which is a kind of thing.
Loves this woman.
Right. They're just in their thoughts, in their heads, kind of each other for the rest of the issue. Like anytime they're at their jobs, anytime they're at in their lives, they're kind of just like thinking about what could and what could be.
They both do that. Yeah. I mean, what he's like, come on, Hack. I gotta go take a leak. Nothing. I'll get some air. And then the device that happens when he's at the urinal trough is phenomenal. I feel like I've never seen this, but it's not like it's obvious. It's like it's a great device.
Yeah.
You see it in film a lot. You see it in film where someone's having this reverie and you don't realize that it's fake until it goes sideways and the needle scratches and I'm out of my.
It's like a fade to white, and then they're like in an all white space kind of thing or something.
Yeah, the gutter fade is crazy, but then the needle scratch is him realizing how absurd, how counter to his own being this fantasy is. Like he freaks himself out.
Yes.
Oh, man.
It's kind of crazy because that center panel there on the second page, he's just like, oh, what the what the because fuck? Here's this biker guy, and this is kind of what I was talking about at the beginning, how the uncultured is having these cultured thoughts, and he's like, I could never be in love with and he's just like, what?
She teaches him to be the noble savage.
Right, exactly. And so, he brings himself back to reality. He's like, oh, fuck. Like, what the fuck? And then, he goes to try to do that thing. You have the dream about not smoking anymore, and you snap out of it and you like immediately light a cigarette, or something like that.
Interesting. Yeah. And then so he cavemans these two.
Yeah, exactly.
These two women. And then as soon as he's like, it's like you get the thing that you want and you don't want it anymore. Like it's too easy.
Right.
There's no, it's like Hunter. Like there's no challenge. What's the point of this?
Right. Exactly. And because, it's like once you have a smash burger, you don't want to go back to a regular burger. Like once you see that there's maybe something higher for you in life, you don't want to go back to like what he calls, mindless horrors or something later in the book.
Yeah, this fourth
Or maybe
panel
he
where
said it in the thing.
the all white hurt. Look at the gutter. The gutter fade in and out. You can hear the sound design as you
You're like,
enter and exit. Yeah, it's so cool. I didn't
yeah.
even. I don't think I noticed this the first time I read it.
No, I didn't either.
Is it? Let me see if it looks like. I feel like maybe the omnibus book design is doing a little extra lifting.
Yeah, and this one lady in the top right, she's got a little Varigan.
Oh,
a
you know what it
Varigan-
is? Because she does have a very good little huck. In the trade, the gutter, you can't see it. The woman lying upside down.
Mhm.
So the black to white gutter fade is lost. The entire thing is lost in the spine of this book.
Oh, interesting.
So
Okay.
that's- so it's way more. It's actually way more effective looking at it like this, or probably in the
Yeah.
floppy. I don't know. Yeah.
Right. So I'm looking at the floppy. Ben is looking at the original trade, and we are scrolling through the omnibus version, and it's a lot. It's interesting that there's so many different ways of looking at this book. And I'll tell you, you want to get the single for the
Yeah.
best color.
This is she does have she's got the Varigan tattoo kind of.
And yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. The tattoo, the
Was there
if I may,
bleached?
the bush, and also
Yeah,
the
right.
is who
What-
skin bleached.
Are all the Varigan clan members' skins bleached white with green hair, or is that something I made? It's the tattoos. It's not the.
Yeah.
She might.
Well,
She might
'cause
be an albino or something like that.
Weren't those twins also from the Varigan clan?
Oh, the session twins.
Sessions, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting. I'm not
I
sure.
had forgotten about them.
Okay, yeah. So he's just like, I can't do this. Fuck it. Slams the door, and they're like, "What the?" And so that's interesting. And then he's at the point where he's like, it's time to confront this.
It
And so
moves very quickly.
very quickly. But again, I feel like this is the pace of like an 80s film of like, the things that are happening inside of him. And I guess, this has all been in like a day so far. It hasn't
nothing.
there hasn't been
Right.
any time.
Well, what he does with the coloring here at dusk, and he does it a number of other times, it really played, whether it's dusk or 2
Beautiful
a.m. or whatever, it really, really helps things move along. So just like he was thinking about her, what she's distracted, or she says
Oh.
she's like, be careful getting home or whatever, because I know you got more jammed and shaken up by that encounter than I did, even though I shot a guy.
Yeah, and I'm wearing a neck brace now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
Like
he
a
comes
parking
up
lot.
and he's just kind of like, oh, hey, sorry. And it's really funny to see this big guy, this lumbering, biker dude kind of kicking rocks and be like, oh, hey, how's it going? Just wanted to say like, sorry, but like, you want to go out with me?
It's his like the importance of his role in the town is sort of like alluded to a little bit more here. He's like offering like political favors.
Yeah.
I'd rather die than ask you for a favor.
Yeah. Do you need anything? Yeah. It's interesting. I guess like it is kind of interesting that in this, like it groups the scenes together a little bit more distinctly.
Interesting.
But I also still think that the page turns are important. But it's interesting.
Well, no, I agree with you, because like this first one ends with her pulling the gun for the first time, so that's a good place
That's
to
a
turn
great
a page.
turn right there. Absolutely.
When did you start? Don't say I don't do it. Don't say that you don't do this, 'cause I know you must. When did you start designing your pages for the spread and for the page turn?
Well, the page turn was after I really noticed it in Turtles. And it was before.
So early.
It was one of the first like comics construction things that I ever noticed. So it was before like kayfabe, which really turned me on to like the greater world of construction. But I started seeing it in Turtles, and I was like, oh, you have to do this every time. I don't think I started doing for the spread till kayfabe, but
I was aware of it, but then like my early work would be like one-man anthology deals, and so like I would always want to have things. I've never had bleeds go the right way, Well, I would always want to have things coming like in and out of all parts of the page, and so it was like a crapshoot if like things were coming out of the spread or whatnot. But as
Oh,
soon
yeah.
as I started setting up my pages as spreads and designing with that, I got so much more balance and so much more. It was probably that was probably the most important thing that Ed impressed on my comics making. To be honest with
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, man. So he's just like, I'll do whatever you need, just call me, And so of course we leave this scene thinking like, oh, she has no use for him. But in our minds, we're kind of like, wait a second, we know Albert is her son. He doesn't know that. She doesn't really, it hasn't all really clicked for her
you.
yet.
She's gonna
But
put it together.
it's
My,
gonna.
my my favorite thing is that was a parking lot. It's like what it's a parking lot, but it's full of like floating vehicles.
Yeah. Well, and you love seeing the way this world works. And I mean, in a comic where we're usually in fantastical worlds and systems and factories, and
Yeah.
rarely are we in pedestrian places like a hospital or a parking lot. This one's
Right.
got
You
it
know,
all.
we're never if we're never in a bedroom, we're always in like a barracks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And this is
Or like a room with a mattress on the ground or something
right.
like that. But in this one,
Yeah.
you kind of get a domestic. You're getting it. You're getting it, and it starts here on this next page again when we're in Dana's house, and she hears the alarm, and she's knocking on Albert's door there, and he's not home. So she
Look how
starts making
creepy
breakfast.
this is. There's nothing hung on the walls. There's no color in the entire home. I mean, there's this bulletin board is the only color in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only it shows up in 4 panels. It's the only thing that has any color is this bulletin board with 2 things on it.
Right. And so she's sipping her morning coffee, and he busts in, and they have this like metal door with a keypad and multiple
Yeah.
locks. It's like a heavy duty door. Sure.
Heavy security kind of situation.
Yeah. It's interesting. So then that's a thing that, yes, we're in domestic, like a normal home, but there's heightened security, and there must be shit like that on the windows and the back door and the garage and everything.
She has appliances.
Yeah. Oh, she does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coffee maker. And I was almost looking to see if that was like a wall phone.
Oh yeah.
Remember wall phones? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I think
Everybody who's listening does. Trust me.
So this conversation, I remember being like, there's a lot of dialogue here. That like, they're sort of at like an impasse where it's like he's living in her house.
Right.
He's still her son. He doesn't believe in anything she believes in. She's terrified of the path that he's going down, and he's like, I'm gonna keep fucking with you and pushing. I'm gonna make as much tension in the situation as I can because that's my dramatic role essentially.
Yeah, I mean, it seems insane that he would still be going home. It's like he's such a
loser.
piece of shit. Yeah, that he's not even like, well, I'll stay at a flop house with some of the other Grendels or some of the other guys.
He doesn't have any friends.
Like, right.
He has like one buddy.
Yeah. Well, and he keeps pissing everyone off and fucking around.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to be a Grendel. And it's interesting. It doesn't even seem like he's out here being like, I'm a biker. I'm going to be in the races. I'm going to show who I am. He's just like, I want to be an asshole, Grendel.
I want to belong.
Yeah, probably. But you're right.
Don't they all?
Don't they all? All right. And so we
look
go
at
back.
Look at the Zappa on this page. Wow, there's great Zappa on this entire spread. We got a very even 6-panel grid on the left, and then the top tier has that Zappa going on, and then on the right we got this 6-panel grid, and the last 2 are split up in.
Oh yeah.
Two
really good.
Fifths, 2/5 and 3/5, whatever it is.
Yeah. There's 7. They're each 7-panel grids in an interesting way. Not uniform or opposites or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, then
the Zappa,
really, the Zappa of this 9-panel grid on the left is pretty wild.
Yeah. Oh, what did I say? 7? I mean 10-panel grid.
I don't know. I don't count.
Oh no, you're right. No, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Who cares? Math sucks.
Who cares?
We suck at it. So we're back at the hospital, and here's where she's really like side. Yeah. Again, she just passes everyone, doesn't talk, and then she goes in, and this is like, I feel like this ongoing motif in Grendel is like the blinds and the shadow they cast. Really, really well done by the Panda Bros. And I'm sure it's a few other times I remember seeing it. So it's like, this is
Hyper
the
atmospheric,
background. Yeah,
hyper moody. Yeah.
absolutely. She's kind of thinking she's moping, and she sees this trouble that's going on, and she's kind of like, I think I know what I have to do.
Yeah. Sabotage my loser son's dreams. So she calls up Hack. He takes her to the one fancy restaurant, the restaurant that's not right outside the track. It's much. They got a maitre d' and all this.
Yeah, exactly. But they still know who he is, and he insinuates that he's been there before. He's like, "Yo, tell your chef not to burn up them steaks again."
Oh, they know. They put their orders through first. They mess
that's
up the
right, yeah.
entire service just to
Right.
accommodate him.
Yeah.
And so this in this scene, Dana sort of pieces that together, like the political power the glad handing power that he wields.
I do also like to in the end of this previous page here where she calls Hack, like again, like it seems like there would be number one, what is it? You just call up the local Grendel office.
Yeah,
and
right.
you're like, hey, is Hack home?
The
Please, I'd like
alderman's
to talk
office.
to. Yeah. So it's just like she calls Hack and it, leaves a message. It's kind of interesting. And yeah, so she begins her plea here, and I think they do kind of hit it off a bit. And they're going back and forth.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty obvious that they're both like very well matched for each other from the jump. Like as soon as he sees her shoot this guy, he's like, "This is it." He doesn't know how much he loves her.
Yeah, not yet, but it's like it's that thing of like,
or like she calls him up, and he's like, "Oh, you want to talk? Let me take you to dinner."
Right.
She's like, "Well, I just want to talk now." No. We'll do this over dinner.
Yeah, at the finest restaurant in town.
Yeah, but he's still in his bondage gear, no shirt.
I know. Yeah, and he really looks, pretty cool in it. Honestly,
it's so funny. Yeah.
And they, this is where she kind of talks a little bit about, my son now is a Grendel, and I'm hoping that you can do anything to stop him. And he's like, the races are sacred. This shit is sacred. I can't do this if there's nothing I can do to change this. And she, it's almost like she's like, well, not nothing. I mean, what about breaking his knees? Or something,
Yeah.
Almost like she's kind of like,
I'm not asking you to wreck your sacred tradition. Just keep him out of it.
Just keep him out of it. Yeah, by any means.
I love the acting in the bottom tier, the third to last and last panels on 215. The cropping on her face and sort of this like sheepish thoughtfulness that he's got. It's funny,
Yeah.
Where he sort of like starts to have a little bit.
That's what he says in the panel too. It's funny.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, interesting acting on this whole page, as you're saying. Yeah. I really like the construction of her face in that final panel. I want to make sure this shake like her eye and mouth. Really nice.
One of the things that Doherty does a lot, one of his like anatomical, not quirks, is like you can see it in the fourth panel where the eyebrows are like the eyebrow ridge and the eyes, there's like something kind of unique going on with the proportion. And that's sort of where like I'm seeing like the hints of Paul Galassi, like that, you know what I mean? Like the UK version of that. This is so good. Look at this one, this top right on the right side where the shadow, the silhouette of her dress and the shadow in back, it's just a floating collarbone and head. That's so cool.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff with them floating right here next to each other as well. It's kind of,
this is another book like what's the other one? Like Homecoming. You can just give this to someone know nothing about it, and they would not only be into it, but they'd be like, "Oh, comics. Oh, the mechanics of comics, like it works like this." Oh.
Right.
And there's
because
not that many books that you can do that with.
right, it's doing it so well. Like,
Mhm.
I think like I was describing like Ninja Turtles drawing you to the next page, that like it's done so well, not blatantly and not like easily or something, simply. It's just done in such a great way. Because I
Yeah.
think even Turtles was like they would do ... for the page turn. And you're like, what? Like,
Oh, right. Interesting. Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like this feeling I'm describing where it's like you can give the book to someone blind and they'll kind of get this like formal appreciation out of it. It doesn't happen that often in adventure and pulp stuff. Sure, Matt does it, Frank Miller does it, but if I'm thinking of other books that give me this feeling, it's like all alternate. It's like Jim Woodring, uh, uh,
Mm,
uh, 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 Craig Thompson,
yeah.
you know, what's the guy from Chicago? Chris Ware, like where you look at it, or Joe Matt, you look at it and it's like, oh, obviously, like there's obviously something really special going on in
Yeah.
this. And I recently saw someone saying something that like there's almost like an indie house style right now, like an
Hmm.
indie adventure house style where it's like it has to be technically, like it has to be anatomically correct, it has to be perspective uh savvy, but there's no expression, there's nothing really, it's very like everything kind of bland, but it is anatomically correct. um
Interesting. Like an
and so
example.
I wish I could give you an example.
Okay.
Just like anytime like I'll see, oh, person has comic book, and it's like, oh, just like a general sense of boilerplate instead of an individual vision,
Got it.
where I think what happens is like people like, this is what comic books are supposed to look like, so it
Hmm.
has to look like this, and it shouldn't look like anything else.
Got it. Yeah. Yep.
Who knows? All right, so he walks her all the way back home.
Right. Yeah. This is the date. This is continuing to be a date. I mean, I think she just like it's neither of them are pushing the dateness of it all, but she wanted a favor and they're hitting it off and it's happening. And it's really like, it's interesting that now he's like, I think I want to kiss you, kind of, it's not like that, but it is like, hey, I think we're hitting it off. I think things are
This
happening.
is this where she's like, you could have women if you want to have women. Isn't it? Is it in this part, or when he takes them over the shoulder? I don't want to say. Um, he's like, yeah, but you're beautiful. I mean, you're
Yeah.
a very beautiful woman. That's a great constructed page turn on the, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So
So yeah, it can happen.
on this
So yeah,
page, yeah,
it
it
happens
can.
in
So you're saying it can happen?
that. Tell me there's a chance.
There's a chance. Yeah.
And so,
This is
this continues to be very, very cute until we see their differences, and this again is like goes to my thing of like the 80s, like Encino Man or something like that, where
right. I knew
it
you were
all
talking
links up
about
to
Encino Man.
no, there's another one,
A
Caveman on
less.
Campus.
Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this second panel where they're laughing at themselves. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I can't believe this is happening. It's like that is genuinely really cute. And
Yeah.
then like the middle tier is really nice. And then the caveman shit is like, this is a brutal world. This is how they do it. This
Right.
is,
It's shocking. It's really well
yeah.
done because we go from this place of the heart where we are and it's cute and we're falling for it. And then you're just like, oh shit. And we get that this is his world. We've seen it, but we live in her world. And so then she fights him off, runs upstairs and says, what are you doing?
Yeah, look at the composition of this first panel on the second page look how her eyes are cropped out when she's upset. That's a great composition.
It's
Oof.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's grabbing his head and he throws her down the couch and she runs away. And he's like, what are you doing? And
There's
she's like,
like
you're a
three
fucking
times in this
animal.
book where they're like, just leave, just go. Wait, no, don't go. Like
Yeah, that thing where they look and he looks
Yeah.
away and she goes, oh.
Yeah, it happens over. They know it's on. They can't. The world is
Right.
so awful that like they know that there's. What do they say? the only revenge, you can only get revenge in a world that worships hate. Love is the only revenge on a world that worships hate, and
Wow.
they seem to instinctively understand the value of that.
Yes.
She has a son who doesn't love her. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
and he has a family that doesn't really love him. It just kind of fears
Right.
and respects him.
Right. And we don't know. Did he have a family? Did he have a wife or
Oh no, it
parents,
doesn't.
or like none of that matters?
It
Yeah.
talks about it. There's a mention in I think in the bar scene where he's zoning out. It talks about him ascending by
Oh, when
beating
he
one
was
of their.
about his age, when he was
Yeah, when
young.
he was Albert's age, he
Right.
rises to the top or whatever.
Yeah.
He has
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
He makes that move.
Right. And so she, she's like, wait, don't go, and then she's like, I thought you were going to rape me. Like, what is happening in this? Is that how you?
Well, I thought you liked it. Yeah.
Right. And
They
she's
always
like,
they
oh,
always
look.
like it when I do that.
Yeah. But then, the
Shadows.
music goes from tender, sweet, like orchestral. She lifts her up. He lifts her up, and it becomes like like hard drums,
Violent.
and
yeah,
then violent drums, and then she runs in, quiet, totally. They have this little talk, and then it goes bing, boom, bing. Like it
right.
starts.
Well, they have
into,
this.
like,
They have this
sexy-
first kiss, and he's something. He obviously is too rough in some way. It's not
Right.
really clear. He's holding
like
her too
slams
tight.
their faces
Yeah,
together.
he
and
smashes
grabs
her face or
hard.
something, and so
Yeah.
she shames him. That's not gentle. Oh, Christ. And so like
Right.
she actually does does actually teach him, and it seems like it happens very quickly.
Well, and I think this whole push and pull probably works on what both of them need to get going. Like
Yeah.
nobody treats him like this, and she hasn't, had someone take control like this for a while or something. So like,
Well, she's a
you're both-
healer, and he's the one who puts the hurt on.
right. Look
So
So
the way
these
his
are
dick is
these are
dropped.
yeah. It's a panel circumcision.
What do you think's on his hip? Is that a tattoo or a brand?
Yeah,
Maybe?
I think a brand is probably a good call.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so this is really just, this is the kind of this opposites attract, this the two disparate worlds of this society. These people from opposite ends of the street come together, find this love, and then this person who's caught in the middle, Albert, sees him leaving, and he's just like, "Oh my God." And we think,
psyched.
I know he should be psyched.
He's got a new dad.
Yeah. And he's the head of, the business that I'm trying to get in on,
right.
So, I'm interested to see. Again, it's been, 20 years since I read this or whatever. So I don't remember what's going on. The more we get into this, the more I remember the feelings I felt of this, star-crossed love story, misunderstood. But
yeah, as I was flipping through it, I was like, there's a lot of ins and outs in the plot that I don't remember, other than sort of the triangle that gets formed between these three characters. This spread is the most simplified. If you want to explain what comics Zappa is, it's this spread. Like, for the first time to someone, it's this spread, right? It's like Watchmen, right? 2 9-panel grids, except this one's a 2 and this one's a 1.
Right. Absolutely.
This is the most Paul Galassi moment. The last panel of Albert is the most Paul Galassi-ish panel of the book so far.
Yeah. His eyes are
His
Galassi.
bugging eyes. And sorry about the bug eyes. Yeah.
All right, we're back at the hospital, and here's where we see the scene of her being like, "Huh? What? What do you mean? What's I was out."
It's funny. She only gets 3 panels to do that, and then it's immediately mirrored with him.
Right. Exactly.
I was up late last night.
And there's a fight going on. Someone didn't, something important with the race. And this is like his life. This is the only thing that matters in their world. It's this race. Who's going, like, what level did you reach? And he's just like, I don't even know what happened. Fucking run it again. Do it again. I feel sick.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. It's just
run it again, and I'm sick.
Skids has a real rat face.
Yeah, dude. I killed a guy.
I love
Yep,
the chrome
so-
on the
On the
chrome
eyes.
on the eyes. Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, of the throne. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so dimensional.
And it ends
This is,
here with a little bit of a coup, with a little bit of some plotting.
Yeah, this is the Richard Starkings digital flourish in the Vivats.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Absolutely. And so what is it? Loogie and
Skids
Skids, Loogie and Skids
and
are
Pogo.
like, we can tell that. Yeah, I was like, it seems like there should be Hack and Slash. That's a
Right,
different
it's, like, it's very Mad Max kind of bit.
So they're like, obviously he's out of his depth. Something's not working.
Yeah, but he goes, I got a tummy ache, Vivat Grendel, and they're still saluting him. You know?
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
And he's like, when we get the chance, we're gonna kill him.
Look at how look at the design contrast between Loogie and Skids. Like literally, this guy's nose goes up like this, and the other guy's nose goes down like that. It's like it couldn't be more, they couldn't be more contrasting.
Yeah, blonde and black hair and chains, and the other guy's like clean and interesting.
He's got a pencil mustache.
It's interesting.
He's not really a Mad Max casted character.
No, not at all.
Very unique.
He's like a swashbuckler, like a swordsman.
Right, yeah, like a Fairbanks type.
Yeah, exactly.
All
right. Well, that's
the issue.
That's the issue. Yeah, the Grendel's Lair is pretty cool this week. There's a couple things, but I think the coolest thing at the end is someone asks, like, "Can I get a list of all the appearances of Grendel?" I mean, we don't have a lot of places to get this other than the burgeoning website we read about.
Other than this podcast.
I mean, at this point. And so he goes through and lists everything, I guess, in order.
Cool.
Yeah, everything, from Kamiko Primer to Devil Quest. And so that's kind of cool. Jamie S. Rich does that.
It is a book that really needs the reading sequence needs to be explained. And also the titles are very challenging. Like it's structured. It just turned out that it's structured in a way that's challenging to penetrate because it's complex.
Agreed. Yeah.
It's like that's what it is. I mean, Cerebus is kind of like Cerebus works in like 25 issue blocks. So you can if you memorize the order, you can know which issues are getting covered in which volume up until a certain point. When it starts, they go from 25, 25, 25, and then it's like 18, 12, 17, 20. Got it. It's a thing. It's a sprawling saga.
A sprawling saga, much like this one. But yeah, man, it's heating up with this story, and we're excited to keep covering it. Ben.
Yeah, I feel like this is like I said before, this is one of the most plainly dramatic stories.
Yeah.
Right? Like Four Devils One Hell is like this hyper complex noir mystery with a crazy twist that works better depending on how much context you have in the series. And this one is just like, Homecoming has this pulp twist. Homecoming kind of reads like a Harlan Ellison story, in some ways. And this one, it's just like this should. Who's the playwright? Who's the one playwright that I know? Is my wife awake? He wrote Bug. Lutz, Tracy Letts. Is that the guy's name?
Sounds like something for sure.
As if I know anything about theater.
Tracy
Letts Bug.
Have you seen
it? Yes.
You're right. Okay.
I got it. No, the person that wrote O'Mary is doing a treatment for a Miss Piggy feature. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited.
Yes, O'Mary is amazing. I saw it. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like we were talking about seeing it with Titus, and then either he canceled a run or we couldn't get tickets. But that's I would have loved to. He's so funny.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
All right, before we get too far away from Grendel, there is an announcement.
World of theater. Oh yes, what's our announcement? Yeah.
Well, we do want to talk a little bit about, because there's new Grendel on the way.
Oh great, that's next month. What is it?
It's coming out very soon. Yeah, let's see. Devil's Crucible Sedition
do it.
number
All right.
one
It's in a
is
month.
in for Dark Horse. Yeah, so get your orders into your local comic shop ASAP as possible. So publication date is July 15th. So yeah, it's about a month away.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's Matt and Brennan.
Look at the way
And-
his neck sort of, if you don't see it's him, his neck is just the bleak sky behind her. Really,
Yeah.
really cool. Oh, and then
we're
then the
seeing this
negative-
this new costume for Christine. This is like a prime style costume for this Christine Spar clone.
She's got the bondage ring. That's good.
Yeah.
And the armor. It's like a Marvel Serpent Society type
Oh yeah.
armor kind of down the belly.
Yes. The
And then
Hounds
these,
of Orion have 2 new weapons in their arsenal. Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't read that.
The Grendel
Prime-
Prime himself, back from a 500-year absence to space, and a clone of the fierce, long-dead Grendel warrior Christine Spar. Now it's time to take the fight to the Necro Lords as Matt Wagner's epic Grendel Crucible series of Grendel miniseries continues.
She's got a lightsaber fork.
Oh
That's
my
cool.
God, fire.
The Necro Lords are like a evolved vampire. What you can stay
they were
with
the,
them
like,
for
floppy
comfort and
dongs.
safety, but we need your. Well, the floppy dongs are the old, the Hannibal. What's the guy?
Oh, were they? Oh, that wasn't
Hannibal
the Necro
King?
Lords?
The Necro Lords are the guys who are like, you can stay with us in paradise,
Oh, right.
but we need your blood, and you can only bring 2 children in. So which one you're going to sacrifice? The youngest one, we take it, and they eat the
yeah.
baby. Oh
That's right.
God!
Okay.
It was the most brutal thing
Yeah.
in my memory since I mean, more so I think than Anson's eyeball. Anson is eaten completely off screen,
Yes.
off panel.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, and the eyeball rolls in. Yeah. Dude, I'm really excited for more of this. You know what I just thought of? It would be really sick since Matt and Kelly Jones have been working together so much, getting a cool new Grendel Kelly Jones cover. That would be awesome.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if that's
say,
happening.
a Kelly Jones Grendel book. Oh my God, stop.
That would be insane.
In a lot of ways, the themes that they're putting into in a lot of ways, you can see that there's themes from Dracula that have bled into Grendel.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Obviously the vampires and all.
Because
as cool as all right, yeah, because as cool as it would be, I want to say, oh, Grendel versus Dracula, but it's like, I mean, he is already fighting.
He is Dracula.
Yeah,
he's already fighting vampires.
Yeah, a ton of vampires already. Yeah, sick, man. Yeah, I'm super excited for that. Go to your local comic shop, put in those orders. I don't know if already the FOC is occurred, final order cutoff.
If it's a month out, maybe it probably has.
So yeah. But you can still tell them you want it.
It's such a teasing structure because you got to wait. It comes out tight on schedule. The books have been done 4 months in a row. Come out through like October, July.
Yeah, I'm not sure the exact schedule.
July, through October. So it'll come out presumably the second week of October, and then 2 weeks later, Dracula 3 will come out, and then we'll have to wait another year at least. Oh God, for anything. Oh man, for anything.
Oh my God.
But then I guess the question becomes, what will be the next? What is next for Grendel after? We're only 4 issues out of 12 in, and I'm champing at the bit.
Champing at the bit. I can't wait. All right, Grendel. All right, Ben. With that, Vivat Grendel.
Keep on Grendeling, friends. Thank you to James, Andrew, and the 57 other listeners.
Thanks so much, y'all. All right, later on. Sweet.